Hey everybody, Greg Davis, SuperAffiliateRockstar.com here. Let's talk about Rich Newbies, my private coaching program specifically for newbies. Now, look, if you made it this far, then you somewhat already qualify for this. So let's get into it. But check out the baby first of all. Look at the baby, the smoking baby, the rich baby. All right. Not to say that it's kind of funny because actually a lot of newbies that I've coached are actually been older than me, but just the whole symbolism of a newborn, a new kid, that can really make a lot of money in his business. This is you, okay? You stick with me, do this coaching program, and then you are going to be smiling, surrounded by cash like this baby. All right, let's get into it. All right, so Rich Newby's coaching program, private coaching program, it's a 12-month program, okay? It consists of 12 months of coaching, okay? Now, I expect you to be, on your own, doing your own campaigns, definitely within 3 to 6 months. For the latter months, I'm there because once you start doing campaigns on your own, that's when you're going to have a lot of questions, okay? While I'm setting up the campaigns for you and helping you and everything, I'm going to be doing, a lot of the necessary thinking and decision making for you. But, once you kind of take that step out and start doing your own, then you're going to have a lot of questions. So that's why I want to be there. Because, look, here's my whole goal with the coaching. This is what I like to do. I do, you watch, then you do, I watch, and then you do. All right. So that's basic. That's the basic philosophy there. So by the time that you're getting to actually do it yourself, a lot of stuff's going to happen. You're going to have a lot of questions. So I'm anticipating that that's going to be, the last 6 months. All right, where you're really getting into the nitty gritty of stuff, really building your business, really scaling your business, and then I'm there every step of the way to help you out. All right, so let's talk about it. So 12 months, okay. Now we're going to start off, or very in the early part of the coaching, we're going to do 2 full days in person. Okay, it's a 2 full days affiliate immersion. Okay, and I can either come to you. You got to pay more for that, or you can come to me. Come to here in DC area. I got some nice spots, hotels for you to stay at, and we'll just for the 2 full days, just dive into it, total immersion into affiliate marketing and how to make money with it. Okay, what we're going to do is I'm going to find out what your goals are. Okay, what your income goals are, your lifestyle goals, all that kind of stuff, and then we're going to put together a plan, a step-by-step plan to reach those goals. Okay, and that's what we're going to work on in the 12-month period. Okay, step-by-step plan to how to reach your goals. All right. So the way we're going to stay in touch, even and so after the 2 days is up, the work is just beginning at that point. So we're going to have weekly one-on-one coaching and accountability calls. Okay. And so, in the beginning, it's going to be a lot of teaching, on these calls, but then towards the latter part of the training, it'll be more coaching and then more accountability. Okay. Because accountability is important because you can have all the knowledge in the world and know how to do everything. But if you're not doing it, if you're not motivated to do it, if nobody's, holding you accountable for doing it, then, you don't make as much progress. Okay. So that's what these weekly calls are going to be about. And to be quite honest, we're going to be communicating more than a weekly basis. If we're doing campaigns together, which we will be doing most of the time, then we'll be in touch. I'm on Skype, quite a bit, so you can always reach me. I don't say always, but for the most part, I'll definitely be there. I'll be accessible because my whole goal is to lead you every step of the way to your affiliate marketing success. All right, so that is what the program consists of, and so now, the whole premise of this is done for you. Okay, everything A to Z done for you. Okay, because there's a lot of infrastructure that you have to put into place. Okay, tracking is super important. So you need tracking software set up. You need hosting. You need testing software. There's a few other things that you need to really, to have your infrastructure in place so that you can actually operate your business. And so we'll take care of all that stuff for you. Okay, we'll take care of all those details for you. In addition to that, you also have access to my web designers. So you don't have to worry about hiring people to do web design and do your landing page and anything like that. You can use mine. All right. So everything that you need done, we're gonna take care of it for you. As far as all of the nuts and bolts and the technical stuff, we're going to handle that so you can focus on the marketing and making money. All right. So let's talk about some of the things that we're going to learn. So the first 90 days is going to be all about, the A to Z, learning all the fundamentals of internet and affiliate marketing. Okay. And the goal there, we're going to work on building a Facebook marketing campaign that can easily generate 10K per month. All right, within the first 90 days, our goal is to have a Facebook campaign generating over 10K a month, because Facebook really is probably the best place to start as far as advertising, as far as buying traffic. I mean, it's very scalable. It's very targeted. You know, it's just so much that you can do with Facebook. They have so much traffic. So that's where we're going to start. But we're not going to just stop there. We're going to get into some monetization strategies that can literally multiply your profits by a factor of 10. Okay, because in CPA, most people they get one sale or they get one lead and they get that one-time commission, and that's it. All right. Well, I'm going to show you how to take that one lead and turn it into 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 different commissions. All right, just from that same one lead. All right. So as you can imagine, that's going to have a huge impact on your income. You know, the whole goal is to create a long-term sustainable online business that makes money every day. All right, and that's what we're going to be focused on. That's what we're going to build. And also, we're going to talk about, you know, we're going to start with Facebook. We're also going to talk about Google. I mean, because Google and Facebook, they are the number one, number two, you know, in varying order, you know, King Kong of the internet traffic. Okay, they have all the traffic. They have, I think, between those two, you can reach almost like 99% of the world that's on the internet. So we're going to really be focusing on Google and Facebook. I mean, not only them, because there are some other traffic sources that are good. And over the course of a year, you know, there'll probably be some other, you know, traffic developments, some other traffic platforms that we can test as well. But we're going to start off focusing on Facebook and then on Google. All right. And also, the first 90 days is really important to learn tracking and testing. Okay, so by the end of that 90 days, you're going to know testing and tracking like a pro. All right. So after the 90 days, this is some other stuff that we're going to get into that you're going to learn. And that is, you know, the true secrets of building a 50K per day campaign. You know, because as you might know, my nickname is 50K a day. And, you know, I've been known to make, you know, 50K a day plus, you know, actually more, a lot of cases, you know, on a daily basis. And, you know, it seems like, you know, a lot of money to most people. But, you know, when you get into CPA, when you really understand, you know, how to buy traffic, then it's just a number. Okay, it's just a math problem. Okay, so and I'm going to show you how to, you know, ramp your campaigns from 3 figures to 5 figures per day. All right, and how to do it quickly. Okay, how to totally crush Facebook ads. I mean, how to, you know, you're going to be running out of Facebook accounts to spend money in. You're going to be want to spend so much money on Facebook ads. All right, and the whole thing with Facebook ad accounts and stuff. You know, if you have been in this business, you know, any longer than 5 minutes and you have bought any traffic, you know, you probably have experience maybe getting your account banned. So, you know, but that is not a problem. You know, I'll show you how to get all the accounts that you would ever possibly need, as far as Facebook, Google, and anything else, no matter how many times you've been banned. Because I've been banned like hundreds of times. And you know, that's kind of like the key to really driving a lot of traffic and making a lot of money. I mean, you got to run through a lot of accounts sometimes. So, but I'm gonna show you how to do all of that. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to get penny clicks on Facebook. And if you, I mean, you can think about it. I mean, you can get penny clicks. I mean, you don't have to be very good at affiliate marketing to make money with penny clicks. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. You know, how to do large scale media buys, how to write PPC ads. You know, like I said, quickly ramp PPC campaigns. Find the, you know, keywords that have lots of traffic that do convert like crazy, that, you know, that actually sell, that actually really work, actually make you money. All right. I also have a secret to how to triple the traffic of any profitable campaign instantly. Okay, and nobody's teaching this. I mean, absolutely nobody. I've never ever seen anybody else teach this method. All right, so you gotta get that. You know, just how to find and take over, totally dominate the most profitable niches. Okay, you just enter a market and just take it over within a matter of a couple of weeks. All right, so we're gonna teach you how to do that. Like I said before, bidding strategies. You know, there's an art and science to bidding as far as to get the traffic, get a lot of traffic, but at the same time getting it cheap enough so that you can make a profit. I mean, because anybody can buy traffic. Okay, anybody can put their credit card on Facebook, on Google, and you buy all the traffic you want. But the key is buying it profitably. Okay, that's where the challenge comes in. So you know, I'm going to teach you the bidding strategies that you need in order to, you know, to get the best possible placements and to get the best quality traffic, so that you can make the maximum amount of money. All right. Really talk a lot about scaling. I mean, I'm really known to how to, you know, as a person that's really good at scaling. Okay, it's taking a campaign that might be doing, you know, $500 a week, make it do $500 a day, to 5K a day, 50K a day, and beyond. All right. If the niche is big enough, meaning if there's like enough traffic within the niche, then that is absolutely possible. So again, ramping campaigns fast, how to do media buys, doing direct display media buys, where you're just going directly to the site. Also how to deal with display networks, especially Google Display Network is like the biggest media buying platform in the world. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. And also, ghetto banners and ugly landing pages. Listen, in this business, pretty doesn't necessarily sell. Like if you're getting graphic designers to make your banners and these web designers that make pretty landing pages, more often than not, you're not going to be making any money. Okay, because ugly stuff is stuff that really works. I mean, just in my experience and experience of a lot of friends and people that I know. So we're going to talk about how to really cash in on that stuff, and I even have a method for how to make $200,000 per month using none of your own money. Yes, you heard me correctly. $200,000 per month using none of your own money. Now, there's a catch, and the catch is that you have to know what you're doing. Okay, you have to have the knowledge, and you have to have, that's the main thing. You have to have knowledge to know how to do it. But it definitely can be done, and I have done it successfully several times. All right, so let's look at. Let me get my guy here. There we go. There, the baby. I don't know how to get rid of this. There we go. The baby smoking. The baby's gangsta. Look at this gangsta. All right, so anyway. So let's talk about some success stories. All right, so there's some people these were all newbies. I mean, I've had private coaching programs since 2007. Actually, I'm about to introduce you to my very first coaching client. And so, before I, get into this, look, the numbers and the amounts that they made, the results are definitely not typical. Most people that enter this business make zero money. Actually, a lot of them are negative because, most people don't really do what it takes. Most people don't do what it takes to get the knowledge to make any money. And just even if they get the knowledge, most people just they don't do anything. Okay, so don't do anything, which is what most people do, then you're not gonna make any money. All right, so that's my disclaimer there. But let's meet some newbies that I have coached. Okay, so first there's Are. Okay, and Are, he's actually my very first coaching client. It's kind of funny because I was, we were both I was actually on a leaderboard for this affiliate company that I was pushing traffic for. This was back in 2007. And so I was like, they had a leaderboard. They had like the usernames of everybody. So I had like 3 different accounts there. So I was number 1, 2, and 3. And then this other kid, he was on there too. And I don't know if he was on there at the time, but he saw my name in there. So he just contacted me. He's like, can you teach me to do what you do? And I was like, well, I guess. And I was like, well, how much are you going to pay me? And then he was like, he paid me $1,000. He got the deal of a lifetime. So he said, I'll pay $1,000. So I was like, okay, fine. So he sent me $1,000, and I coached him, and I literally, like it was 1 month, and it was all over, instant messenger. Never even talked to the guy. It was all over instant messenger, and his very first month he made $25,000. All right, so like I said, that definitely is not typical. But this kid, he really was a hard worker, and he just implemented. He did exactly what I said, and he did it. And so now our leaderboard was me 1, 2, 3. Then he was number 4. All right, so we were just dominating this company, and and we've actually stayed in touch all this time. Like he actually, I think 2 years after that, he actually came to the United States for the first time, and he stayed in my house. He stayed in my house for like 8 days. We did the whole Washington D.C. tourist thing, and hung out, and it was really was nice. He's a really good young man, and it's been a pleasure, being his mentor, this whole time. And, I mean, I still talk to him. I actually just talked to him on Skype the other day. He's still in the business. He's still doing very well, successful. But it's kind of funny, like I said, when I first started coaching, he was 17. Then he was all excited, and he bought a new car, a sports car. He sent me these pictures of his car and pictures of him with like 2 girls, and it's crazy. He was balling in Estonia. But he's my first coaching student. So $25, $25,000 his first month. So this is another coaching student that was a newbie. This guy was actually a dentist from Georgia, and we worked on a campaign together. I mean, I worked on a campaign, on his behalf, during the coaching, and that campaign generated over $1.1 million in 90 days. All right, and that was gross. I think our ad expense was like was like 500,000. So so we had a little over $600,000 in profit, and we split that. So 300 over 300 grand for each of us, and that was just for that. Actually, I'll take that back. It was 60 days. I need to change the slide. It was actually 60 days. So yeah, for that first 2 months. So split 600 grand. He had paid me 50 grand for the coaching, so he made 300 grand in 2 months, and actually he had made more than that afterwards. But yeah, those 2 months were really good. So this is David, and again, we still friends to this day. Let's see, Michael Hendricks, California. We did a private coaching session as well, and he ended up doing over 300 grand in 2 months. Another guy, Lamont. Okay, this guy's again. He's a newbie, and we did some private coaching, and he ended up doing $300,000 net in his first 4 months. All right, so good job there, Lamont. And again, Lamont, I still talk to him occasionally. We're still in touch, and this was a few years ago. So we got Margie. Again, Margie was brand new, and she was skeptical, but she trusted me, and that was a good thing because we ended up doing seven figures together. We had our best day was 130,000. All right, in one day, and I'll tell you exactly what the breakdown was: 130,000, and it was we had spent like 75,000 on traffic, so $60,000 profit that one day in one day. All right, so she had a good time. She's enjoying checking her stats and refreshing and seeing the money add up. And she's a great lady, and we're still friends today. And then we got Josh. Josh, we did over $700,000 in 1 month. It was around the holidays, and he definitely had a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. And there he is hanging out, having fun. A baseball game, and so Josh, and we are he actually just Skyped me like before I did this video. He's still in the business. He's really grown, and he always thanks me because I taught him a skill that he can use for life and make money for life, and that's what he's been doing. He's relatively young still, and so yeah, I'm really proud of Josh and everything he's done. Let's see, also Kevin, he approached me at a time. I wasn't even doing any kind of coaching at all. That's why he said I was stalking him, because he kept calling me, and I was like, like, who are you? Like, I'm not doing coaching, and leave me alone. Blah blah. No, I didn't say leave me alone, but he literally did stalk me. Then I was like, fine, man. Like, what do you want? And then he like begged me to do the coaching, so I was like, fine. And I didn't think he could afford it, and tried to get rid of him, but he came up with the money, and and he actually ended up becoming one of my if not the best client I've ever had, as far as money spent. Because but in this clip, this was at an event, and he was still working, but he was just about to quit his job. He quit his job like maybe like that very next month after this, and at the time he was living in Queens. But now he was in Trinidad, so big upgrade, especially on the weather. And he's been quit his job, and he's been on his own for a few years now, and he's still doing well. I mean, Kevin and I are again. It's funny how like a lot of my clients that we've actually really become friends, and long after the coaching is over, we're still in touch. We're still doing business a lot of times. But let me just show you. Look at all of the money that Kevin has invested just with me. Okay, so in the beginning, the first coaching he did was 25,000 because I didn't even have the $50,000 coaching at that time, so he put in 25,000 for that. I do various like high level workshops. I normally do like one per year, and so he came to one of those. So that was like $40,000, and then I had an $80,000 private coaching program, titanium coaching, and he did that. So we're up to like 140,000, and there were like smaller, different, other different things along the lines. He just bought everything that I produced, everything I did, he bought it. So I would, estimate that he spent at least $150,000 just in private coaching with me. Okay, and what kind of results did he get? Well, he was making $90,000 per week. with the one campaign that I showed him and that he ended up doing on his own. His best day has been $30,000, and he has made over seven figures. In the I think like 2 years since the coaching we've had. Yeah, he's over. He's well over seven figures since then. So so was it worth it? So let's do some math. Okay, let's do some math. So he spent invested $150,000. So, and let's just roughly say he has gotten, I don't know, $1 million profit, say, out of it, like, since then. So, if all you got was an extra $1 million, okay, like over the course of, just say over the course of your life, you got another extra $1 million, would it be worth $150,000 to invest in? Of course it would, right? Of course it would, right? I mean, if all this did was just do like it did him, and help you make $90,000 per week, for $90,000 per week income stream, would you invest $150,000 to do that? Well, yeah, because you have it paid for in like 2 weeks, okay, and then everything after that, is all profit, okay. So, listen, I'm not cheap, okay, because the information that I share and that I teach you is very valuable, okay. Like, I make millions doing this, and other people that that I've taught and consulted are making millions of dollars. I mean, like, if I told you, the amount of money that people made that are just that, that just that I've taught, just my students. I mean, you literally would not believe it. I know that you wouldn't. You'd be like, yeah, Greg, whatever, whatever. But it is true. And if you're in this industry, then you kind of have an idea, and you kind of know that I'm not. This is not BS. Okay, this is real money. 50K per day. Guess what? That's not that's not at the top end of the spectrum of CPA. Okay, like there's people that are making way more than that. All right, way more than that. I think the highest, like the person that I know personally that I know that's making the most as far as CPA is about $400,000 per day. All right, $400,000 per day. All right, so this is crazy, stupid money in this business, but I'm not just gonna show you all that stuff for a couple $1,000s. Okay, like you have to, this is a business. This is very valuable information, and so and my time is very valuable. So you got to pay to play, but but the hey, but like in David's case, he made 50 grand. He made $300,000. In the next 2 months. So it's definitely worth it. All right, it's definitely worth it. So let's get into I have two packages here for Rich Newbies. Two packages, two ways that you can get involved. And the first one is Rich Newbies Titanium private coaching, and this is a 12-month program. Okay, so this is a year. Okay, and like I described before, you get the 2-day immersion, one-on-one with us, and you can come here, or I can come to where you are, but you got to add another $10,000 plus travel expenses. But I travel. I can't guarantee that I will definitely come and time frame that you want, but more than likely I can I can work into my schedule, and I can travel to you. All right. So either way, I really want this to be in person. I mean, like it, and it, I really don't like doing it remotely. It's tough, like sitting in front of your computer for 8 hours trying to just talk to somebody, as opposed to in person. I mean, if it's totally necessary, I can do it virtually, but I much prefer doing it in person. You just always get better results in person. All right, so 2 full days. The whole step-by-step plan, the weekly one-on-one coaching accountability calls. Me totally, access to me helping you build your business to make a lot of money to reach your goals. All right. So the price for the Rich Newbies Titanium is $80,000. Right? $80,000 one time, or you can also do payments of 3 monthly payments of $30,000 each. All right. So you got those two choices. If you don't want to do it up front, it's going to cost you an extra 10 grand. But but whatever your budget is, then that is that. All right, so that's the Titanium private coaching, Rich Newbies. Now we also have, if that's maybe a little too much for you, or you don't want to do that type of commitment, which I understand. You can also do our Platinum private coaching. Okay, so this is Rich Newbies Platinum, and this is a 6-month program. All right, so we gotta kind of compress things a little bit more. and not going to have all the follow up and follow on at the end when you're really doing campaigns. But but you'll learn everything that you need to know, and you'll have campaigns that I give you, running. So 6 month program. And again, you get the same, 2 days in person. If I come to you, it's actually 10,000 plus travel expenses. But you get, all the same stuff. Is just you get 6 months less, of the coaching program. And you can either do 50,000 one time, or you can do 3 monthly payments of $20,000. All right. So again, it's gonna have to, it's gonna cost you extra $10,000, if you don't pay all at once. All right. So those are the prices for the coaching, and I'm only taking 2 people. Okay, I only have time to do to really do this, because it's going to be pretty time consuming, especially teaching somebody that's relatively new, that from A to Z, just from zero to a million. It's going to take some time, so I can only take 2 people. So once I get to 2 people, that's it. It's over, and I don't know when the next time I'm going to be doing something specifically for newbies again, because like I said, it takes a lot of time. It takes more effort for myself and my team. So therefore, it's a little bit more money. So if you want to take the next step, here's what you're going to do. There's the baby again. Let's get him going. Yeah, how do you get rid of this thing? Oops. All right, so what you got to do here, so you can either click the button that's below this video. It should be a button below this video. Or you can just go to superphillyrockstar.com/deposit. You need to make a $2,000 fully refundable deposit. Okay, so because I need to get on the phone with you and talk to you, make sure there's a match, make sure that it's right for you and you're right for it. And so but I'm only I don't have time to talk to people that are serious. So the only way I know that you're serious is if you put your money where your mouth is. All right, so make that deposit, $2,000. Then we'll set up a time and we'll talk. And if it is for you, then we'll just apply that $2,000 to to the coaching fee. And if it's not for you, then I will refund your $2,000. All right. So that is the deal. So click on that button, go make the deposit, and then you can set up a time with my assistant Lisa, and we can be talking in the very near future. All right. So again, rich newbies. I really want to create some newbies, some wealthy newbies. I want to take the rich newbies and even make them wealthy newbies. And obviously, by that time, they won't be newbies anymore. But but I wanted to do something specifically for the people that were new, and specifically for the people that just didn't have the experience. All right, so make your deposit. I'll talk to you on the other side. Greg Davis, Super Affiliate Rockstar, signing out. Peace.